This Tuesday was my first race with the Maumee Valley Wheelmen, and my plan for the day was to just kind of hang out in the back and listen and learn. But I didn't participate in the first sprint, and when we came around to the second sprint, there just seemed to be like this lull where everybody stopped pedaling, so I went, and nobody went with me. So you can see here I passed by just about everybody in the pack. I think there was only one person behind me when I went. And rounded the first corner there, looked back, nobody behind me, still on it, rounded the second corner, looked back, still nobody behind me. I don't know why anybody didn't go with me, but I was all alone. And I won my very first prem lap with 17 laps to go. That's Dan Tierney up there in front of me. He races with the A group, and I was with the B group. So no point in hanging on to him. He wasn't with my group. Then I learned early on in this experience that you need to protect the outside whenever the group takes a corner tight and fast. And so that's what you see me doing here. And I found myself in third wheel by protecting the outside and taking the corner a little bit faster. And we came up to the start-finish line, and I realized that there were only 3 laps to go. And I thought, oh crap, these guys are setting me up. This is not where I want to be. They kind of drew me into taking the front, so I'll have to pull, and then I'll be gassed at the end. And so I let one guy pass me here, you can see, and then took fourth wheel. And we continue around the course here. This is the second turn. And then the third turn leads into the backstretch. Still just kind of holding fourth wheel here, not working real hard. Not a whole lot going on here, just kind of pedaling along, making sure I hold my position, making sure nobody's going to get around me. In the penultimate turn, followed by the last turn, heading into the start-finish line. We still have 2 laps to go. I'm still in 4th place here, which means there's probably, I don't know, 12 or 13 guys behind me. 2 laps to go, you see there on the left. Still just holding my own, trying to protect my spot, make sure nobody comes around me. And if they do, I'm prepared to go with them. At this point, my heart rate was down to, I think, around 150. I remember looking down right around here, and it was right in the 150s, which meant I had quite a bit of room left to go. Here we are on the back stretch. Oh no, this is the second turn. Yeah, and this is the backstretch. You see here, like I mentioned before, the leaders kind of stayed tight to the right. The next turn is a right-hand turn, so they're going to take that turn fast and tight. So I needed to protect the outside, and I noticed that people were coming up alongside me, and so I moved out just as they came around and bumped elbows with somebody. And no harm, no foul. Nobody was mad at me. Nobody yelled at me at the end, and I think they actually kind of thought my apology was unnecessary because Rubbin is racing, but you can see here I kind of backed off and lost some positions there. I think if I wouldn't have bumped elbows, I probably would have stayed up in 3rd or 4th position. I would have gone with those guys. But here you can see we're on the last lap, coming around that second turn. There's the third turn. Kind of 5th or 6th position here, 7th position maybe. All right, coming around to the back stretch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm backing around 9th or 10th at this point. You can see the lead rider pulls off. That's the guy I bumped elbows with that just went off on the right-hand side. Picked up another spot here. That guy on the right is from a different group, not to worry about him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th spot. I'm doing good. Maybe I was in 8th here. I think I was in 8th because as we come up to the finish line, that guy on my left, he pulls up right there, giving me the 7th spot. So I finished 7th overall. I'm happy with it. I got a prem. Good race.